Senator Mikulski.
I love her.
Seniors are a priority to her. Seniors are definitely a priority, and she lets people know.
Right.
Seniors are my priority. So I'm put in a situation where my seniors are not able to get to these people to speak to them.
Yeah.
So as my seniors share different issues, concerns, and problems, I take on that responsibility of making sure they're aware of some of the issues,
You become
concerns,
their
and
voice.
problems.
You become their voice.
Exactly. And I've had to make phone calls to various people when my seniors get put in a situation and I need somebody to help me help them.
What kind of a situation?
I had one senior that was getting ready to be evicted.
Oh my gosh.
And she did not know where to turn. And I had called several people to try to get her some assistance. And it was a year and a half ago, and it was a county official that actually made a phone call to the owner of the community. And the man said, you owe me a favor, so I'm pulling a favor.
Oh,
you cannot put this
good.
senior out. And the senior called me, and she was actually crying on the phone because she said, if you hadn't done it, I don't know what I would do. It's different situations like that that I've had to help a senior out with.
It's like I scratch your back, now you scratch my back.
Right, right. And because a lot of officials know that they have constituents that they will call me and say, I have a constituent that needs your assistance. No problem.
I think Obama has a big heart.
Very big.
I think he has a heart maybe bigger than this room.
Very
And I
big.
really feel he wants to help. But I would like to see him help the seniors a whole lot more. I really do.
Yeah. Well, like I said before, seniors are not a priority to a lot of people until it personally affects you.
Until someone in your home becomes a senior and you see what's happening to them,
Until-
then you realize it's everywhere.
It's everywhere. Until you become a caregiver and you're having to take care of either your spouse or your parent, it's not very important. But once that happens, you take notice to how it's taking over, how many people are becoming caregivers.
It consumes everybody.
It does. It does. And that's when seniors becomes priority. Prior to that, seniors are not a priority. And it's not until political officials or otherwise, when it affects them personally, that's when
They'll cough up and help.
the seniors will become a priority. Yes. But
That's-
until then, I've got to do whatever I can
Yes,
to see to it that they're taken care of.
Yes, because you're determined.
Yes.
And you have a very big heart.
I do. And I tell people all the time, my seniors don't have a lot of time.
Exactly.
They don't have a lot of time, so I have to do what I have to do now because they don't have time
Yeah.
to wait.
And they, okay, when they're alone when they hear from you, are they taking care of themselves in their own apartments or in rooms or what? How do they do that?
A lot of them are.
A lot of them living like that?
A lot of them are. Yeah, we've had so many, some of them living in unbearable living conditions.
Yeah.
We've had to help them fill out different vouchers that are available for them to get into decent living situations.
There's a lot of them who can't even read.
Exactly. But we've had to help them complete different paperwork, fill out necessary applications to try to help them get into, different situations.
Because if they go into a place where they need help, they don't really know how to talk.
Exactly.
And a lot of the people behind the counter, I'm not saying making any names, but they don't want to take the time to listen.
Patience.
It's patience, patience. They don't want to have it. They don't have it.
Exactly.
But if they had a mother or a father or something, then maybe they'd have a little better understanding. I hope this show opens up a lot of eyes and a lot of ears.
I hope it does too.
I wish that for that. I said a prayer this morning. God, you got to do something.
Yes.
You got to get yourself up there. You're not doing enough for the seniors.
Right.
And my sister and I, we always give each other a big hug in the morning. She waits for that hug. And at night she waits for that hug and that I love you. And I love you goes so far.
Goes so far. Yes.
And it makes you come up off the ground like you're floating.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's one of the reasons. It's interesting to see how our seniors are treated with patience when we take them out. because we go from Doctors Hospital to Washington Hospital Center to hospitals in Baltimore,
Do
VA
you?
hospital. We've had to go to so many different hospitals with our seniors, and this is our uniform. All of my volunteers wear these bright red tops and black
Right.
bottoms. And these bright red tops are for seniors that are starting to lose their sight. You can spot me a mile
Oh.
away because of my bright red.
So that's why you wear the bright
That's exactly
clothes.
why we wear the bright clothes,
You're a
because
smart lady.
if you wear green, blue, black, all of those colors start to blur together as you're losing your sight, but you can still see red. And that's why all of our volunteers wear it. But when you go into a doctor's office and you see a senior sitting there with a volunteer, the treatment that my senior gets is unbelievable than the senior that's sitting there by themselves. My senior gets the most respect they could possibly get.
Because there's
Just
someone there to fight for them.
exactly. Exactly. They get treatment, the way that people speak to them is so different than the senior that's sitting there by themselves. And all of my volunteers carry business cards as well as brochures. And the senior will ask, how can I be a member of that because of the way she's being treated? It shouldn't have to be like
No.
that. They should get that attention just because they're a senior.
And just because they're alive and
Exactly.
they are meaningful, you know that?
But it's unbelievable the treatment that they get.
My husband David put his mom in a home. Probably it's somewhere in West Virginia. I'm not going to mention it. But he didn't get to see her that much, but her daughter was always there. And I can tell you, she was let out of the bed, she fell down, and she broke her arm. They got that taken care of, then she goes back and she breaks her hand. And I had never met her before, but she had Alzheimer's. And David said to me, he said, she's not going to notice you. She doesn't know who you are. And I walked up to her and I said, hi, I'm your son's wife. And she just grabbed my hand, strong hand. And I thought, she knows what I'm saying.
Right.
And David goes, no, she doesn't. We almost got in a fight in the hospital. But I'm just saying, I'm not mentioning the hospital, but she had bed sores. She fell. She had broken bones. She messed herself in the bed and was in diapers.
Yes.
Sometimes she was actually tied down. That's an animal.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you don't have an advocate there speaking on your behalf, questioning things, they will do seniors any kind of way.
Yeah.
And
how can people be so damn mean?
People are.
They're uncaring. Sometimes one of these days it'll be them.
Well, you know the saying, you reap what you sow.
Oh,
you know,
exactly.
it comes back on you, you know.
It comes back.
And that's what a lot of the children of my seniors need to realize is, you know, you only get one set of parents.
Let's talk about the children. Who does the banking for your seniors?
If they're unable to do it, we will assist them. We have several visually impaired seniors that prior to us have been taken advantage of.
I'm sure money's been stolen.
Oh, yes. And even going into a bank, money has been stolen because they have assumed they're getting one thing back and they're actually getting something else. So we have established different relationships with their bank to see to it what they're putting in is what they're supposed to be and what they're getting back is what they're supposed to be. We've had to assist them making sure that certain things are being paid on time.
Like their rent?
Exactly, exactly. But a lot of times, you know, my seniors will call me and ask me to come help them do certain things like that, as well as when they need to write a letter.
Right.
They'll call me and I will be over there at a certain time and we will sit down and we will go through whatever
What
it
about
is.
writing checks? Do you help them do that too? And balance their checkbooks?
At
Or
whatever
maybe they go online?
Whatever my seniors are not computer savvy.
Well,
so,
neither am I.
Yeah.
Maybe I should become a senior and you can do that for me.
But yes, our services range very wide because whatever they need, we try to provide that service for them.
What about cooking alone? Do you worry about the fear of fire? Or?
We do, and we always try to stress that maybe you need to try to, if you're interested in us helping you get Meals on Wheels, or
What's wrong with the good TV dinners? They got so many good diet ones
yes,
out today.
yes. But see, a lot of those have a lot of sodium in them, and we have some
Oh,
seniors that have high blood pressure,
I
so they
see.
really can't eat that type of food. But we do try to work with them in different situations that they're in. We try to provide that service for them, you know, whatever it may be.
If they need someone to cook for them, you have someone who goes over every day, or what?
Well, we don't have anybody that will cook for them, but we will try to set up or make arrangements for them to get
What
proper
about Meals on
meals.
Wheels you were talking about? Is
Exactly.
that a good organization? I've heard so much about it.
Um,
I'm not trying to
we've
push you in a corner now.
Well, we don't partner with them.
Okay.
However, we've heard good things about them.
Have you? Okay.
And because they do service seniors, that's one of the options that we will let them know. Because my seniors totally respect whatever we tell them, we let them know up front. I have not gone to speak with them, so I don't know. I
So
can't give that a referral, but I can say that I've heard other people speak about them, and I do know that they service seniors, so that may be an option. But I am very cautious about
I'm glad.
what I tell my seniors.
Because it's going to come back to you
Exactly. And I know my seniors take what we tell them
as truth.
as the truth. Yes. And that's one of the reasons why my volunteers, they go through a orientation training session, and along with wearing the uniform, before they get the uniform, we do a complete criminal and driving record.
Good.
Because our seniors trust us.
You have to drive, yeah.
We have to make sure that we are getting the type of volunteers. And I tell my seniors all the time, the volunteers that I select are the ones that I would feel comfortable taking my Nana out. Because my Nana was my joy, and I wouldn't just let anybody take her out. So I have to make sure that I get people that I would not worry about taking her out on her
You get people like you'd like to have for yourself if you were in that same situation.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
There needs to be more kindness and understanding in the world.
Yes.
I mean, I know the jobs are bad. I know pay and money is really bad.
Yes.
But you know, we can't sit around all the time and worry about what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm the type of person, let's focus on today.
Yes.
Let's do what we can today.
Yes.
Now you got 400 volunteers, you said? Well, you got a long future there. But I just mean, some people would only, I don't want to mention any names, but I know of people who will do one thing, and I'll help you again if you want it, but the next time that call comes, you don't do it. So a lot of people do not speak the truth.
Right. But
I'm truthful right now. Our show is over.
It's over.
Our 30 minutes has gone just so fast.
It did.
Yes. But I've learned so much, and you're such a great lady.
Oh, well, thank you.
I have had the time of my life. I really have.
This has been such a wonderful experience.
I want you to come back.
Okay.
Could you bring a senior with you, maybe?
I sure will.
Would you do that?
And then we can talk about, because we're scheduling a senior ball August the 21st.
Okay.
And for 500 of our seniors. And
we must wrap up, or we're not going to get off the air.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I want to thank you for coming.
Oh,
I
thank you
hope
for
this show
having me.
today has gotten through to each and every one of you. And if you've got an hour only every 3 weeks, please do some kind of donation. You can reach Tanya. You have on the website. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time.